To the FightHype.com, here with Strikeforce 135-pound women's champion, Sarah Kaufman. How you doing?
Good, thanks.
So, what'd you think of the fight tonight?
I thought there were some really good fights. It was pretty funny having four girls that are primarily, grapplers and wrestlers and judoka and capoeira. So there wasn't a lot of striking. So it really was, kind of a battle of attrition. And Miesha Tate did really well in her first fight and managed to get a decision on that one. Hitomi Akano looked great in her fight. Got the armbar against Dam. And then in the finals, it was, a pretty close fight. With Akano doing her throws and Miesha taking control in the back.
Sure. So what did you think of the tournament style?
I think it's great. I think it's a neat idea, and now people can follow it. I would have loved to have seen if the commission would have allowed full fights, full rounds. I think 5-minute rounds, or even the 3-3s in the first could have changed results, and it's just that much tougher. And if you want a title, you have to be ready to go 5-5s.
Sure. So would you be opposed if they brought that up to you to enter a tournament? Well, you're the champion, but I mean, if you weren't the champion, would you be opposed to entering a tournament style?
It would definitely depend on, my circumstance, where I was in my fight career. If it was a good move, for sure. And then if it was something that, I didn't feel strongly about or didn't feel positively about, then, I'd say no. But it would really depend on, what was happening at the time.
Cool. What'd you think of the rest of the card of Joe Riggs, first of all?
I thought Joe started off really slow in his first 2 rounds. I was actually a little bit nervous for him because he's been around the game a long time, and you know that you have to win those rounds. You can't just sit back, and I actually thought he was first round I didn't see 100%, but second round for sure he just didn't do enough. And then it looked like he, I don't know, maybe broke the guy's orbital socket or something like that, and finished the fight, so good for him.
Cool. And how about Ryan Couture? He looked pretty good, huh?
He looked awesome. His opponent fought really well, on top of that. And for his first fight, first pro fight, he looked pretty polished and pretty composed. And so, great job to him, and, really nice transition into that triangle.
So what's next for Sarah Kaufman?
Looks like I'm fighting Marloes Coenen is what I've been told. Look for me before the end of the year for sure.
Right on. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
Okay.